With Umapathi Prabhu's unwavering dedication, ISKCON Nairobi has now been well known all over. Nairobi was already special. Srila Prabhupada called it the jewel of Africa. And when Srila Prabhupada personally brought Shri Radha Bhakti Bihari here, he made a statement that this is a special place. After that, as Srila Prabhupada left the planet and they wanted to shut this center down, none other than His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj took over the charge and said, "Do not close this center, I will take over it." And by His guidance and mercy, He then brought Umapathi Prabhu along with other devotees, and today this temple is flourishing under their hard work, their determination, and their love for Guru Maharaj. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki! His Grace Umapathi Prabhu ki! So, we'll speak more on the program and its importance, but basically, as I mentioned, it's an oath-taking ceremony where now Umapathi Prabhu will move to the next level of his spiritual life, where he'll be able to accept and guide disciples. And this is a very serious responsibility that is entrusted to him by the governing body commissioners, that is the GBC of ISKCON. In our ISKCON society, the GBC is the ultimate authority and the highest managerial authority. And it's a rigorous process when they select someone to give Diksha or become a Diksha Guru. It is not a simple process. And Umapathi Prabhu has cleared that process, he's been vetted, and he's passed through all the tests that are required for one to become a Diksha Guru. It's not a simple appointment. It's approved right from the top. And if you go on the GBC website and look at the list of initiating Gurus in ISKCON, our Umapathi Prabhu is 98 on that list. You can all check it out on the internet. We have a total of 106 initiating Gurus in this movement. So it's a very, very big achievement. So everybody please give a big round of applause to Umapathi. As I welcome all of you to today's program, I also want to specially welcome, because we are blessed to have some esteemed dignitaries and senior devotees amongst us today. So I would like to recognize their presence from His Holiness Subhag Swami Maharaj. His Holiness Subhag Swami Maharaj ki! His Grace Govardhan Prabhu, who is also here today. Govardhan Prabhu ki! Along with all the other wonderful devotees who are present, just to mention some of our leaders and great devotees who have come for this special event. His Grace Godakesh Prabhu, who has come from India. His Grace Dwarkanath Prabhu, who has also come from India. His Grace Toka Krishna Prabhu and his wife, who have come from Australia. Her Grace Madhumati Lakshmi Mataji, who has come from ISKCON Kharghar in India. We have leaders from our East African temples. Her Grace Manasaganga Mataji from ISKCON Nakuru. His Grace Path Prem Prabhu from ISKCON Eldoret. His Grace Pundrik Prabhu from ISKCON Kisumu. His Grace Gopinath Prabhu, who is representing His Grace Anand Prabhu, who couldn't be with us today due to unavoidable circumstance. So we remember Anand Prabhu and Gopinath Prabhu, thank you so much for joining us. Shriman Mukesh Shukla from Kampala also. His Grace Vijay Gopinath Prabhu from Dar es Salaam. Premananda Prabhu also from Kampala. Narayan Prabhu from our Krishna Balaram farm. And all the other wonderful assembled devotees who are present today, a very, very warm welcome. And ISKCON Nairobi welcomes all of you, and thank you for being part of this great celebration.
Umapathi Prabhu is taking Sankalpa vow in front of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, all Guru Parampara is here, all Krishna's associates are here, Mahajanas are here, Radha Krishna is here, all the Gopas, Gopis, Gaur Gita are here, and they are also in front of us in the form of DJs. So they have come now, we have invited them, they are our guests, they are Umapathi Prabhu's guests today. And today Umapathi Prabhu is going to take the vow for becoming Diksha Guru. But today it's not only Umapathi Prabhu's life is changing. Also, Mataji's life is changing, because once Grihastha becomes Guru, the wife becomes Guru Mata. So it's very important for us to understand that this is a very special occasion. I won't explain too much about the yajna because we are very limited on time. However, we are doing this mainly to please the Lord, so that the blessings of the Lord will come into these kalashas where the Lord is present, and through this, the sprinkling on Umapathi Prabhu will empower him with the blessings of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada to be able to carry out this very, very serious and important service. Thank you very much. Diksha Guru Sankalpa Nitya Homa Aham Karishye Om Tat Vishnu Paramam Parakam Sarapasyanti Suraya
दिवेव चक्षुरामृतं तद्विप्रास्पो विपन्यवो जाग्रिवागं सस्समिन्दते विष्णोर्यत्परमं पदं तद्यावः हरिः ॐ
Hare Krishna. Sorry. So we've done the first phase of the yajna, which is inviting the Lord. The Lord is now here in front of everyone, and now we are going to offer the main two homas, that is Purusha Shukta and Shri Shukta. Like we said, Purusha Shukta was sung by the demigods when the universe was created. All types of people were there, but there was no ability to do anything. Therefore, today we pray to the Lord to empower people with the ability, and to also say thank you for the ability the Lord has given us to conduct our services. After that, we pray Mother Lakshmi or Srimati Radharani, because Krishna is never alone, he is always with her, and therefore she will bless that there is always going to be auspiciousness, there is always going to be purity, there is not going to be shortage of food or water or any sort of envious habits amongst the ISKCON devotees here in ISKCON Nairobi. My request is if some devotees can sit behind, or if half the door can be closed, if possible. So when I put my hand up, that time you don't put the ahuti.
स्वाहा गुरुपादमुच्यते स्वाहा इदं कृष्णाय इदं नमः ॐ ब्रह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यद्विदः गुरुतरस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यां शूद्रो अजायत स्वाहा इदं कृष्णाय इदं नमः ॐ चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षुः सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणात् वायुरजायत स्वाहा इदं कृष्णाय इदं नमः ॐ नाभ्या आसीत् अन्तरिक्षं शीर्ष्णौ समवर्तत पद्भ्यां नो मेदिशस्त्रोत्रात् तथा लोकानवकल्पयन् स्वाहा इदं कृष्णाय इदं नमः ॐ वेदामेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवरणं तमसस्तु पारि सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वा विवदनयदास्ते स्वाहा इदं कृष्णाय इदं नमः ॐ धाता पुरस्तारमुदज्जहार शक्रा प्रविद्वन् प्रविशश्चदशः तमेवं विद्वान् अमृत इह भवति नान्यपन्थाय नाय विद्यते स्वाहा इदं कृष्णाय इदं नमः ॐ यज्ञेन यज्ञमयदन्तदेवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमानि आसन् ते अनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे सार्य शान्तिदेवाः स्वाहा इदं कृष्णाय इदं नमः समस्त महाव्यायते नमः हरिः ॐ भूः स्वाहा इदं विष्णवे इदं नमः ॐ भुवः स्वाहा इदं अच्युताय इदं नमः ॐ स्वः स्वाहा इदं नारायणाय इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वाहा इदं अनन्ताय इदं नमः हरिः Hare Krishna. So this is the final offering, and with the final offering, everybody gets blessed. How many of you want to participate in the final offering? Okay, so there is a shortcut that we're going to do. The shortcut is you can make a chain, and everyone can touch either my shoulder or Umapati Babu's shoulder. Sometimes you can make a chain here. But this is only for Purnavati, not for your 16 rounds or 18 Krishna. You cannot do it. So you can come now if you want to make the chain, and we can start. Make a single chain. Sorry, sir. Harihi Om Purnamam Yashashe Vishnave Juhoti Yosmai Vishnave Juhoti Sabaramasmai Dadati Vishnurvaravrine Yashashavami Loke Om Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya Go Brahmanahitaya Cha Jagadhittaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Swaha Idam Krishnaya Idam Namaha Oh
very, very warm welcome, and ISKCON Nairobi welcomes all of you, and thank you for being part of this great celebration. So, the format of the program will be as follows. We will now ask our senior devotees to give some encouragement and blessing to Umapati Prabhu as he starts his new journey. After all the devotees have given their blessings and encouragement and their realizations, Umapati Prabhu will take an oath in front of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and then, of course, in front of our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. After that, Umapati Prabhu will also speak, and then we will have Aarti of both Gopal Krishna Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada individually, and then Mahaprasad for everyone. So it's a once-in-a-lifetime event. It's a history in the making. So even if it goes a bit off time, please be patient and enjoy this moment, because when we're in the ages of 70, we'll be able to say, by then I'm sure even ISKCON Nairobi will produce more initiating gurus, maybe sannyasis, I don't know. But we'll be able to say, when the first time this happened, I was there. So please be patient and support this program right till the end, after which it's a Sunday, we can all then relax and enjoy the rest of our evening. So, as we start off this program, I first welcome Subhag Swami Maharaj to give some words. His Holiness Subhag Swami Maharaj was born on 21st December 1940 in Calcutta, India, and he was initiated in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, by none other than His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada in 1971. He was personally trained by Srila Prabhupada, and Maharaj was then tasked to translate Srila Prabhupada's books from English to Bengali and spread Krishna consciousness globally. Maharaj has since then traveled extensively worldwide, and he has translated a lot of Srila Prabhupada's work into Bengali, including Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, and Easy Journey to Other Planets. And of course, we've had Maharaj here for about 2 weeks. We've been hearing his lectures. He always repeats what Srila Prabhupada said, and it's an absolute honor and pleasure, Maharaj, to have you with us today. And I invite you up to give us some words of encouragement. His Holiness Subhag Swami Maharaj ki.
I'm very glad to hear what His Grace Umapati Prabhu, who dedicated his life to construction, temple and so many other projects for a long time. Long ago also asking me to come here, inviting, I could make also Maharaj Prabhupada, His Holiness, opening ceremonies. So we are very happy, all of us, to see here for the future of ISKCON. Today's subject is going to take responsibility of ISKCON spiritual master. So I understand from our authorities, Prabhupada, that to fulfill the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we require pure Vaishnava. Pure Vaishnava means should be in a mode of goodness, perfect Brahman. And then he can become a Vaishnava or sannyasi. And on sannyasi, become Paramahansa. Top state. The general Guru means Guru. What Prabhupada said is one who can give deeper gyan, transcendental knowledge, and also deliver someone from his saving the result of his sinful nature past. So, in order to fulfill the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu throughout the world, one day people will be chanting Krishna's name, Ram's name, Mahaprabhu's name. So we require many teachers. We require ideal spiritual leaders. And we should know what teacher will be ideal, their pure devotee. And as for qualification, I see he has been dedicated, doing so many services, projects. So our authority thinks he is also elderly. Now I think he is 65. 65 years, quite mature. So they have very symptom and qualification to select these teachers. You should know also what is Guru Tattva. Guru, there are different gurus. Bharta Pradasana Guru, Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru. So out of many Shiksha Gurus whom we learn from, we train, we can select one whom we can, and we assure that we will carry out his order. Otherwise, don't argue with him. And just got qualification. Krishna himself saying, Tat Vijnana, Krishna saying, Tat Vidhi, not to know Krishna, what? Pranipatena, Prabhupada Pranipatena. That means he should be perfectly surrendered to the representative of Krishna. Sakshat Samsara, the ideal Guru there. And to some of the symptom is this. And if he become an ideal disciple, a Guru selected. And so we require many Gurus in order to fulfill the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Many Brahmins, many sannyasis. So I am very happy to see that he is taking this role, which has got experience, and elderly also, so that easily won't become victim of Maya. So we just pay Pranam Mantra, but Guru Tattva, what is Guru? He says it can be very deep and detailed. And so I tell some of the things which Narottam Das Thakur says and our Acharya says. We pay obeisance to the Guru, Om Jnana Divyanasa. In other words, you are ignorant, you are in darkness, just like a man sleeping. He does not know what he is. Now I know something, I belong to ISKCON, these things. The moment at night I sleep, all of us, we forget our identity. So most of us forget our identity of time immemorial. Krishna Bhuli Shaiji, Anadi Bhuli, of time immemorial, being absorbed in enjoyment of Vishwa, sense object, and trying to lord over material nature, we forgot Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Jeev Jago, Jeev Jago. That means wake up in Krishna consciousness. Most of the outside people have forgot Krishna. That means they are sleeping. Seeing spiritual. Of course, we directly say, should not say. You will think I am crazy. But actually, that is forgot. He is eternal. He is thinking I am this body. Beginning of ignorance. He is like anyone. He knows simply eating, sleeping, meditating. Nothing else. That is better than many can know. So to lift him to higher position, to enlighten him, requires some teacher who has spiritual life experience. So ISKCON now wanted maybe hundreds of so many gurus to bring people. So Buddha is not Vidyam Pranipatena. If we have put somebody is realized soul. Realization means to act Krishna consciousness and perceive the I am not this body, Krishna is God, is doing that to understand by theoretically.
Govardhan Prabhu. Govardhan Prabhu is the second vice chairman of the governing body commissioner for ISKCON. He also serves as the governing body commissioner for countries in South Africa and Eastern Africa, us included. He is an executive trustee for the African BBT and serves as a director of the BBTI, that's the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust International. He is the chairman of the BTG board, that's the Back to Godhead magazine that Srila Prabhupada loved. And he's also responsible, well, literally that, for the Back to Godhead magazine. Govardhan Prabhu also serves as the co-chair of the Organizational Development Committee in ISKCON. And that is just in the spiritual life. Those are Govardhan Prabhu's amazing qualifications. In material life, Govardhan Prabhu is very, very qualified. He holds a doctorate degree, a PhD, so he's also a doctor, and of course, he runs a very successful business. So Govardhan Prabhu has succeeded in all spheres of life, and whenever Govardhan Prabhu comes over, it's also always very, very memorable and a very happy occasion. So thank you, Prabhu, for joining us for this great day, and I welcome you to please encourage Mahaprabhu.
Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Chakakaya Sakshuranmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Gaura Chandra Jai Nitya Chandra Jaya Jai Nityananda Jai Jai Gadadhar Jai Srinivasa Mukunda Vasudeva Jai Haridas Vanchakapatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanam Vinibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. So, dear Maharaj, assembled Vaishnavas, guests, friends who have traveled here, my humble obeisances to each one of you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to His Holiness, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, an exceptional son of Srila Prabhupada, whose presence can be felt when we walk through the temple and we do things here in Bikini. We are assembled actually by His grace, and His shelter has made this day possible. We have gathered to witness Bhupati Prabhu take his vows to serve as a Diksha Guru, as a servant of our Parampara, coming from Krishna himself. So you please kindly, I beg you to join me in offering him our pranams and our best wishes and our gratitude. He's such a humble Vaishnava gentleman that for a moment I thought he was going to say no. But in my service I have to ensure that we administer things correctly. So when I met Umapati Prabhu, such an exceptional devotee, unbelievably exceptional, qualified, and in so many ways an ornament of bhushan of devotional service. Everything you've created here, everything you've done for Srila Prabhupada, for ISKCON, for your spiritual master, leading teacher, leader, fundamentally a role model. A leader, a spiritual leader, must be a role model. Umapati Prabhu for me is that exceptional role model. He's taken great risk, made great sacrifice over many decades for everything we have here, and it's only appropriate that he takes this oath in your presence, as is a beloved member of the Nairobi community, Kimi community, in front of their lordships, which he has worked so hard to make sure that the worship is uninterrupted. And such beautiful, gorgeous deity worship, unbelievable. Such a high standard of deity worship. So thank you very much, Gopal. We can see evidence of your presence here. So from the many services that you have done, what you're about to do today after you take this vow, connecting devotees to the disciplic succession, is no ordinary service. That's what I want to tell you. It's a very demanding service. You take charge of a person's lives, you surrender, you guide them, take them all the way back to Krishna's lotus feet. So that is no ordinary service. And we thank you for doing that. First, we take the blessings of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. We'll eventually witness you taking this vow in their presence. You know, in 1969, Srila Prabhupada wrote a letter. He said that I wish that by 1975, all my disciples will initiate and increase the numbers of the generations. That is my program, Srila Prabhupada said. So today we are fulfilling Srila Prabhupada's program. With Umapathi Prabhu's kind participation. So I offer my personal best wishes to you. Gratitude for being a pillar of strength here in East Africa. I look forward to serving alongside you till my last breath. You're an exceptional devotee whose association is sought after. So I seek to be at your lotus feet, to be in your shelter, to serve next to you. You're really, really an exceptional devotee. Trust me, I know a lot of devotees as I travel about. And thank you so much for doing the service. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gaur Ranga. Anand Kuti Vaishnava.
Thank you very, very much, Govardhan Prabhu, for those wonderful words. And Govardhan Prabhu for ISKCON Nairobi, or rather ISKCON East Africa, has been very auspicious. Because whenever he comes, something good happens. So Prabhu, please keep coming. And whenever you come, we've realized a lot of good things keep happening. So thank you very much. His Grace Govardhan Prabhu ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So moving on, I request a very senior Vaishnava, His Grace Gudakesh Prabhu, to come and give his words of encouragement. Gudakesh Prabhu is the Shiksha Guru of Umapati Prabhu. It is the mercy of Gudakesh Prabhu that Umapati Prabhu has reached this level that he is in today. And of course, he's a very senior preacher in our ISKCON movement and has done a lot of contribution in ISKCON Mirror Road, amongst other projects. So, ISKCON Nairobi especially has been blessed by Gudakesh Prabhu's amazing kirtans. When we were installing the deities of Shri Sitaram, Lakshman, Hanuman, Gudakesh Prabhu was the only kirtan here at that time. And he sang and sang for a very long time. And of course, even when the temple was opened in 1994, Gudakesh Prabhu was there. So he's been a great supporter of this chapter of ISKCON. And I welcome Gudakesh Prabhu. And he distributed a book to Umapati Prabhu, which made Umapati Prabhu join this movement. So he's the real credit.
चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु श्रीनिधानमोदताचार्य जय श्री श्री गौर भक्तवृंद की हरे कृष्णा। तो मुझे खास करके एक गर्व हो रहा है कि कोई एक भक्त जो मेरा उनका है वो गुरु बनेगा, हमने कभी सोचा नहीं था।
Today I am feeling especially proud that one particular devotee from Mira Road temple, that I had never thought someone from Mira Road temple would become a guru, is becoming a guru today.
अधिक कृपा रही मीरा रोड टेम्पल के ऊपर, क्योंकि वहां से जो भी भक्त बनता है वो लगभग पिक्चर प्राइम पिक्चर होता है। इतने बड़े बड़े पिक्चर राजस्थान पर्यंत आप देखेंगे उस मीरापुर से ही ये लोग एक भक्त बने हैं और वहाँ से उनकी शुरुआत हुई।
So Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj's mercy was especially more on the Mira Road temple, and however many devotees the temple has produced, they have all become prime preachers in different areas, especially in Rajasthan area. All those devotees who are preaching there are primarily from Mira Road.
तो देखिए आज ये जो उमापति प्रभु जो गुरु पद ग्रहण कर रहे हैं वो भगवान के सामने, और हमारे गुरु महाराज और श्री प्रभुपाद महाराज और स्वरूप महाराज के सामने वो आज दीक्षा गुरु का शपथ ग्रहण करेंगे। वस्तुतः बहुत धन्य क्षण है कि कोई व्यक्ति एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेवारी लेने जा रहा है।
So today, His Grace Mahapati Prabhu will be taking the oath of a Diksha Guru in front of our deities, Shri Radhavan Vihari, in front of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, the Prabhupada, Subhag Swami Maharaj. So this is a very fortunate moment for us, and the responsibility he is taking is a very great responsibility.
शिव उमापति प्रभु को मैं बहुत पहले से, मतलब उनकी शुरुआत से जानता हूँ। उनमें एक जो अद्भुत एक गुण रहा वो ये है कि वो अत्यंत ऑनेस्ट व्यक्ति है। उनके साथ साथ इनकी इतनी ऑनेस्टी होते हुए भी उनमें एक वैराग्य मैंने देखा, अद्भुत वैराग्य।
I have known Umapati Prabhu from the beginning of his spiritual journey, and one very important quality that he has is that he is very honest, and along with the honesty, he is also very renounced. Yes, very likely renounced.
देखिए मैं बहुत साल से स्कूल में हूँ, लगभग 40-43 साल हो गए, लेकिन जो व्यक्ति जिस पोस्ट पर होता है तो वो छोड़ने के लिए तैयार नहीं।
I've been in ISKCON for many years, about 42 years in ISKCON, and whoever is in a particular position in ISKCON, for them to leave that position is very difficult.
लेकिन शिव उमापति प्रभु ने सामने से इस महाराज को बोले, हमारे महाराज को, महाराज मैं अभी इस स्पेशलशिप से डिजाइन देना चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि मेरी जगह कोई यंग व्यक्ति इसको समझ।
So he went and approached His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and of his own accord he told Maharaj that he wishes to resign from the presidentship so that younger devotees can be given a chance.
तो महाराज ने उनकी इतनी ऑनेस्टी देख करके या ईश्वर के प्रति उनका समर्पण ये सब देखते हुए वास्तव में अपना आशीर्वाद उन्होंने दिया।
And Guru Maharaj, seeing Umapati Prabhu's honesty and his dedication towards the movement, he has bestowed his blessings.
और जिस आशीर्वाद के कारण आज वो ये बहुत बड़ा जिम्मेवारी स्वीकार करने जा रहे हैं। हमारे साथ हमेशा रहने के कारण कदाचित हमको कोई ये लग सकता है कि ये व्यक्ति कैसे गुरु हो गए, या कैसे वो गुरु पद भी उन्होंने प्राप्त कर लिया।
So today he is taking the vow of a Diksha Guru, and we can be thinking that how did this person become a Guru? How is he being appointed a Guru?
प्रेम विवरण में जगदानंद पंडित कुछ बयान लिखते हैं। वो कहते हैं कि बाबा में कीबा सभी कीबा वर्णाश्रम ही विश्व तत्ववेत्ता से जय आचार्य प्रवीण आसन करता जाने भाई वर्ण जगह आदर असत गुरु करिता विनष्ट गुरुवापर। कहते हैं कि कभी कोई किसी भी वर्ण का हो, आश्रम का हो, या उन वर्णाश्रम समाज से बाहर भी हो, तभी भी जो कृष्ण तत्व के ज्ञाता है तो उनका एक अधिकार होता है कि वो कृष्ण की शिक्षा देने के लिए। कहते हैं कि ये गुरु होने के अधिकारी हैं, विष्णु तत्ववेत्ता गुरु होने के अधिकारी हैं। और ये कृष्ण तत्ववेत्ता होना ये वास्तव में गुरु का प्रधान लक्षण है।
So Jagannatha Pandit in his Prema Vivata, he gives the qualifications of someone to become a guru. He says whether they are in whichever ashram in the Varnashram system, if they know the truth and the philosophy of Lord Krishna, then they are eligible to become a guru.
और प्रभु ने मुझे यहाँ मैं जब आया तो बोला स्पेशल मुझे कहा ये लोग मुझे गुरु बनाना चाहते हैं, पता नहीं मैं ये आप इनमें राय दीजिए कि मुझे क्या करना चाहिए।
So Umapathi Prabhu had approached Guru Rakesh Prabhu for his advice, saying that these people want to make me a guru and I seek your advice whether to proceed in this manner or not.
तो मैंने कहा इसमें दिक्कत क्या है, आप योग्यता देखकर के सोसाइटी मैनेजमेंट अगर आपको ये बदली देना चाहते हैं तो क्या दिक्कत है। बोला नहीं मेरी योग्यता नहीं है कि मैं अपने शिष्यों को संभाल सकूं, इतना मैं योग्य नहीं हूँ। कई बातें उनके विषय में उन्होंने कहा।
So then I asked him, what is the problem? If the society and management want to recognize you by giving you this position, then what is the problem? So Umapathi Prabhu replied that he doesn't feel qualified to take on disciples, to handle disciples, and in this manner there was a lot of question and answers going on between them.
तो मैंने यही बात बताया कि देखिए अगर आप गुरु नहीं होते हैं और यहाँ पर कोई व्यक्ति ऐसे आकर के इस प्रकार गुरु बन जाए तो बहुत बड़ी दिक्कत है।
So then Guru Rakesh Prabhu explained that if you don't become a spiritual master and some other person comes to this yatra and becomes a spiritual master, then there will be some issue.
सुनिश्चित गुरु वर्ग है, जैसे सुखसानी महाराज ने कहा कि 100 से 8 ऊपर गुरु महाराज है वो आ सकते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ का जो ये लोकल व्यक्ति होता है ना, और खास करके जिन्होंने इतना बड़ा कॉन्ग्रीगेशन डेवलप किया है तो उनके प्रति एक समर्पण है, यहाँ की प्रजा का एक भाव है, तो इसके लिए इनका होना अनिवार्य है। दूसरी बात,
So Prabhuji explained that yes, there are over 108 Diksha Gurus as Subhag Swami Maharaj mentioned, and they can come here, but if someone is local and has a hand in developing such a large congregation, there is a particular affinity and surrender towards that person. That's the first. Not only that.
दूसरी बात ये है कि इस मूवमेंट को ऐसे व्यक्ति की बहुत आवश्यकता है आज की तारीख में, क्योंकि आज ये जो इस मूवमेंट में जितने लोग हैं उनको बचा करके रखना भी एक भारी चीज है।
And secondly, the society needs such gurus because to maintain and sustain devotees in their devotional life is very, very important.
क्योंकि आपको एक गुरु विहीनता लोग पसंद करते हैं, गुरु नहीं चाहिए, है ना। अभी प्रभुपाद जी है, बस वही गुरु रहेंगे और दूसरे गुरु हमको नहीं चाहिए।
We see there is a particular mood with some that we are okay without a guru. We have Srila Prabhupada, we are following his instructions, we don't need a guru.
सब लोग चाहते हैं इस प्रकार, क्योंकि फोटो में गुरु होने के बाद गुरु कुछ बोलेंगे नहीं, आज्ञा नहीं दिए गुरु ये नहीं करो, इससे फोटो वाला गुरु अच्छा लगता है।
Everyone likes this, they prefer this because the guru is only in the photo and he'll never say anything, he'll never give any chastisement. So this is nice.
तो देखिए इस अवस्था में आज कलयुग ने इतना सिचुएशन खराब कर दिया है कि जो लोग हैं उनको भी संभालना भारी पड़ रहा है, और स्वयं ऐसे व्यक्ति को संभालना भारी पड़ रहा है सोसाइटी को, ये उनकी बदली जिनके पास है।
So we see now in today's day and age to maintain devotees, to remain connected with the movement is such a great difficult task. Even those who are present currently, to maintain them in in their devotional service is a very difficult task.
क्योंकि सब लोग ये चाहते हैं कि हम भी एक अलग संस्था करके संस्थापक आचार्य बन जाए.
Because everyone wants to establish a different society and become the founder Acharya there.
तो इस सिचुएशन में बहुत जरूरी है कि कोई ईश्वर के एकदम समर्पित भक्त, अगर भले ही उनके पास आत्म साक्षात्कार नहीं है, लेकिन अगर अपने आश्रित भक्तों को संभाल करके भक्ति मार्ग में खास करके श्री प्रभुपाद महाराज इस्कॉन से वो जुड़े रखना उनसे एक बहुत बड़ी बात.
So that's why it is of utmost importance that someone who has dedicated to the teachings of Srila Prabhupada can then sustain and nourish these devotees, keep them connected to Srila Prabhupada's teachings. This is of greatest importance.
जैसे हमारे गुरु महाराज उनके अंतिम समय तक वो केवल प्रभुपाद जी और इस्कॉन को समर्पित रहे, सब लोग जानते हैं.
Just like we know His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, right till his last moment, was completely dedicated to Srila Prabhupada and to his society.
तो इसी प्रकार उनके बाद भी ऐसा कोई व्यक्ति होना चाहिए जो एकदम उनके जैसे ही प्रचार कर सके.
That in that manner there should be someone after him also who is as much dedicated and can preach also.
तो मैंने वो को कहा कि नहीं, आप एकदम जरूरत है और आप बिना सोचे ये बिना विचार किए बस आप जिम्मेदारी को ले लीजिए.
And then so therefore Guru Rakesh Prabhu after the discussion said there is no need to think too much about this, just accept it, they accept this great responsibility.
Applause, please continue to sing the waiting moment. His Grace Umapati Prabhu ki, His Grace Umapati Prabhu ki, His Grace Umapati Prabhu ki, Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON Nairobi Yatra ki, Shri Shri Radha Banki Bihari Bhagavan ki, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Jagannath Subhadra Balaram ki, and Shri
and Subhadra. Bhadra means all auspicious. Subhadra means all auspicious. So he is traveling, Lord Jagannath traveling with his sister Subhadra, his elder brother Balaram, to shower the mercy on this city, country of Kenya. Kenya needs lot of blessings, and we can see this festival. Because of Lord Jagannath is everyone's Lord. This festival is the festival of love. This festival is the festival of unity. This festival is the festival of peace. Because without Lord's mercy there is no peace. There is no happiness. So today Lord Jagannath came from the temple to shower the mercy on Nairobi city, especially on Kenya. We can see with us so many Kenyans. Because Lord Jagannath says in Bhagavad Gita, He is father of everyone. Sarvayone Sukhaunteya, Aham Bij Pradipita. He is father. So therefore all the children, we have local students, Indians, other people throughout the world, everybody participating. Therefore, when we follow Bhagavad Gita, then we will become one, then unity will be there. So this is the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. So ISKCON is teaching Bhagavad Gita throughout the world. Everybody is accepting. This is the festival, Lord Jagannath festival is the festival. ISKCON's soul, Prabhupada, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami, Sri Prabhupada, he wanted this festival everywhere, by His mercy everywhere now.